thing, and that's been the story for NAVI thus far since moving into this online stage of play, right? Both at the Road to Rio and in the Pro League, pretty lackluster performances from NAVI, getting knocked out of the playoffs of the CIS, sorry, not even reaching the playoffs of the CIS Road to Rio. So, yeah, definitely been a kind of tumultuous start to the year for NAVI, a team that looked like they were going to get off to a really hot start.
A full ramp stack for NAVI with 4. Vitality are rushing at A by the looks of things. It's not really a rush because they're holding, but if ZywOo gets a chance, he might just burst out here, and NAVI's stack on the ramp could get completely unearthed. There's no kit for NAVI. The U2 will be nice, but look at the smokes. Vitality, they've done their homework. They've got a full execute into this A bomb site. Main is Smeven. Main and Heaven smoked off. And Vitality. First cast of the day, Harry. First round of the day. Vitality, they're going to get a bomb plant here. Full retake with no kit. That is not where NAVI want to be at all, but got to make do with what you got. Coming in from the hell side, we've got players wrapping main. That's Electronic. RPK close, and Boomich is setting up the flash.
There it is. Boomich flashing on through. Perfecto going to try and take the peak.
Good luck.
And, well, try.
Ooh!
Masuta. Nice little double up there. And look at this, man. Electronic, they're just all hugging each other in this site. You can't do anything to break this bond apart. And Team Vitality, they're going to find the pistol round pretty dominantly so. Now, you know, I don't think that's like a major side of things to come. Pistol rounds are always kind of wild card rounds. And obviously, when you've stacked 4 players at ramp and you go for the upper hit, you would imagine that's going to be successful 9 times out of 10.
I like the idea though, NAVI trying to read Vitality already, but you know Vitality would have been working hard as of late, right? Like putting in some time into their play, fitting Masuta into this roster. He looked like he you know, kind of fit in really well when he initially joined with limited practice. So I can't imagine how things are going to be with practice for Vitality. Hopefully a lot more positive. Simple on the scout here. We've got a force buy for NAVI. 2 scouts, 3 Deegs, but Vitality have actually gone right past this setup and headed towards Secret, where only Perfecto sits. He can give information ahead of time here. And if he gets a kill and can fall off, that could really set NAVI up for a round. It's actually going to fall off early, go for the jump spot, play for just information safely. But that just allows Vitality more passageway into the B-bomb site and less pressure from Perfecto. So here come Vitality. They're actually going to go this way as well. They molly the stairs, so Perfecto needs to sprint into that B-bomb site, hold onto it on his own, but he's going to get pressured.
Perfecto's old deadly deagle. Can he get anything done with it? Flamey can't. He got bested almost immediately over towards the ramp. Perfecto.
Ooh!
Just
Nice.
wait as they peek him from the doors. ZywOo just taps down simple, like it's casual, like...
Mac 10, by the way.
Yeah. Like that's normal. And now just Boomich and Electronic left up. This is really where the Vitality are going to look to find this conversion. And that's a pretty good sign. You know, not letting these 4 sport players upset the grain. ZywOo with 3. He gets them all on the Mac 10 as well, which gets him a cool $1,800.
Doesn't matter what gun this guy has, Harry. It just doesn't seem to be stopping. Look at this second kill here. Look at this. What? What? You don't even see Simple. By the way, that's the best player in the world on the other side. ZywOo makes him look like mincemeat. And now NAVI, they need to chow down on this eco round. It's going to be a 3rd for Vitality, unless NAVI can pull out something ridiculous. Boomich on a Zeus. Always a fan of Zeus's on nukes. There's so many places you can play that. I love pushing the hut, just sitting inside it. And that's exactly what Boomich is going for as well. He's actually dropped vent side. So playing towards B here, this also works. Vitality are running the gauntlet. Shoxy already in this lower area. Boomich, nice stuff. Gets a free Mac 10, stops Vitality in their tracks, but there's no other players running right past those outside smokes. Instead, they're splitting Mini. Apex using his Glock, and it's working well. ZywOo gets 1. Boomich coming up the vents. If he could pop up here at the right time, he could really put a stop to Vitality's round, but they know he's in position, and Perfecto's trying to hold the back of the site. 1 kill with his PZ50 would mean the world for NAVI in this A-site defense, and that is the shot. Perfecto, no more than 1, but that might just be enough for NAVI to win this round. Vitality still favored. They're going to move and try and chase kills. They could even drop B through the vents as well, hunting towards hell. NAVI just sneaking back, not giving a fight the way Vitality. They finally kill 1. Are they ready for Boomich? The smoke is down, and Boomich opts to go elsewhere.
Yeah, he's going to try and come in with this heaven rotation, is Mr. Boomich. Holding on to the Mac 10. You know, definitely not like the most ideal route for him, and not one that we're going to see him pick on up.
I really like the way that Vitality play that 2-on-2 in hunting the kills. You know, only in this example, right, in this specific round, because it was an eco and they knew it, right? They knew there was armorless USPs on the other side. So instead of like going for a plant, the 2-on-2, and risking, you know, Na'Vi double peeking you, stopping the bomb plant, or putting one of your players in a clutch, they just hunt down one and they kill him and they make it 2-on-1, and there it's easy to cover that plant. Far safer for Vitality. Obviously, that would be risky to do on a rifle round, but that was not a rifle round. Now it is. Na'Vi, full investment, simple on the AWP as well. And we've got a quick main smoke for Vitality, cutting out Electronic, but nothing is done behind it. There's still Perfecto in rafters watching onto the door. So Vitality just trying to get utility out of Na'Vi, but Na'Vi aren't biting. They aren't budging. 3 Molotovs still left. 2 smokes as well. So things are okay right now for Na'Vi, but Vitality are going to go back to spawn to set up those outside smokes.
Simple looking over here outside. The simple ZywOo fight is the one that we're all waiting for. You know, let's just address the elephant in the room. Okay, I can't wait to see who's going to be coming on top, out on top, out of these two teams and these two players rather. Man, it really is the first cast of the day. I'm getting those vibes as well. But Boomich here, man, he's an early bird, and he's getting all the worms right now up at this A bomb site. He shuts down 3 shots left up in the clutch, and Simple gonna deal with him. A nice round there from Boomich to put the first on the board for Na'Vi, as he really does it all inside of this A bomb site, getting pressured from main, door, hut. Now these peaks were like kind of one at a time, so Boomich was allowed to isolate them into like a series of 1v1s, but that was only because he had his teammates elsewhere on the map, kind of slowing down the rate at which they can get in. Hut guy was having to fight a dude on rafters. Sorry, you go.
No, Harry, you were talking. I'm the one interrupting you, man. I was just going to say, worth noting, the first player through main was flashed by a secret player. I think that was ZywOo, and the T got full whited by his teammate's flash. Not blaming anyone, just stating how it is. And so that certainly doesn't help on the A side rush, but this one is a lot better. No flash is needed. Vitality just taking dry fight out the hut, out the door, and in the face of Na'Vi. 4-on-2 immediately. Flamey could try and get it on this flank, but he's missed his shot, he's missed his chance. And with that kill going the way of Mizuta, Electronic might just be best saving in this one. A 1-on-4 that was not meant to be for Na'Vi. Vitality, they're already setting a real precedent in this game that they want to abuse that top site. I mean, from the pistol, smoking heaven and main, and having a full execute into A, that was an example of it from Vitality. But now they're going back to it, Harry, and Na'Vi are definitely getting these solutions here. Especially considering, you know, now that we know Vitality like to do this a lot in this game, you know, Na'Vi need to be careful with those B rotations. When they see those outside smokes, when Shox runs the gauntlet behind down towards Secret, he's trying to bait players in for Na'Vi to go towards B often so Vitality can hit that top site. So stuff like that are things that Na'Vi need to be very aware of and can't afford to fall for in this CT side, especially considering they're 4-1 down to begin the map. Warming into things.
See, one thing like I sometimes wonder is like, you know how like players and teams always talk about the divide between like online and LAN?
Yeah.
I imagine it's hard to like transfer the, and this is like some of the problem is like transferring the LAN environment into how you play online. But I'm imagining like actually wait, let's just take a look at this. Electronic was about to do something sick. Nothing happened. So yeah.
I wanted to know your point,
I was going to say, right, so surely like, in the same way that you can't really like transfer your LAN stuff to online, or like it's hard to make that translation.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we see teams like Na'Vi struggle. In my eyes, like any bad habits you pick up through online play are surely still going to be seeping into your LAN performances when all that gets going again, right?
It's a cool idea, but what kind of bad habits do you mean? I feel like the big difference between online and LAN is more the pressure, the connection to the server. Yeah, I think there's more to it. You know, than maybe even like psychologically than there is physically, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question to ask. Either way,
we did
no answers. Maybe we can get it in a post-game interview. Who knows? I mean, that's the thing. It's so hard to put your finger on the pulse of, oh, what is the difference? A lot of the time, the results just are different, and that's a reality there. So You know, a few factors can make a hell of a lot of difference. Boomich, though, he's leaving B, Harry, and not at the most opportune time. Na'Vi don't realize, but Vitality are about to make their way into B. Simple's here, though. AWP watching the windows. ZywOo already removed from the round. Simple with a kill. And this is a big force for Na'Vi, where they didn't really have a lot going for them. With a couple of pistols and an AWP, Na'Vi have made this one interesting. RPK hitting A, and Shox can come up the vents, but they've already spotted the man at the back of the site. He's trying to stall. Perfecto taking as long as he can, and swings out wide for a frag. Can't double it. Shox with a chance to plant, but Boomich says no, and Na'Vi find two. All the guns saved, and that's a very good force for Na'Vi.
I'm already liking what we're seeing from Boomich a lot more, like in particular than what we saw from him in the Road to Rio in the CIS division. It felt like he was like always trying to kind of like push and prod, and sometimes a little too much. Whereas right now, he's playing nice and reserved, and it's showing in his scoreline. He's been anchoring down over at this A site. In this round, Electronics opened up with a little sneaky double. Now, while all that did go down and they did get the kills, to make matters kind of worse for Vitality, the bomb did get down vent. No one else did, though. And that bomb is now down towards the B site as a result. So a little bit of a problem. They've got to try and deal with it. And ZywOo gets annihilated jumping across outside. It's all left onto Masuta. And he does deal with Perfecto. His task is just beginning. It's not going to happen. This time it's Electronics stepping up with 3. Joining Boomich in that little kind of grace period over at this A-bomb site where both of them are finding this success. And now there's no money left for Vitality, so this is a good chance for Na'Vi to start to equalize things up early on.
Yeah, definitely need to get control right. This is, you know, Vitality's map pick, but one that Na'Vi are not going to be feared or fearing Vitality on, right? Like, this is a great map for them back in Katowice. This is one that Na'Vi certainly know what they're doing on. And I would say that that's the case really for this entire map pool in terms of, you know, the second map being Dust, but that being Na'Vi's pick, despite that Vitality love Dust. It's kind of an interesting map pool in that sense, but you would still like to think that Na'Vi are favored regardless of the map, just due to the caliber of these players. But Vitality right now in this eco is just going to get mopped up. 4-4, the scoreline hits Harry, the moment of truth, and Vitality come back in with guns. This is for the lead right now this round. And no AWP on ZywOo yet to be found. It's just not been the money there for Vitality in this game. So maybe we'll see it later on.
These outside smokes going to get lined on up by Team Vitality. These are the deeper ones that only allow for the cross to secret. Get thrown on in. So Team Vitality sneaking on by. Simple. Doesn't see anything. There's no gaps in those smokes. So no info here for Na'Vi, but they have already preemptively rotated Boomich down to this lower bomb site. However, will he be ready for quite how many players reside on the other side here for Vitality? That flash goes over, buys him a bit of time. He gets some information that players are coming his way. He's heard quite a lot now, so we might see a rotation here from Simple at ramp, who posted up. Him and Flamey have traded places to allow for this man to come on down into the site. So Simple is here. Boomich ready, waiting to go. Deals with Masuta on that first peek, and now Simple trying to play in tandem with his leader inside of the site. They're just holding this crossfire. Vitality, they're still here. They're still trying to make this play happen. They've taken really every avenue of approach. They've got decon, they've got double door. They've even got the window. So they can come at this from all angles. They deal with Boomich. Apex follows up onto Simple, and we're into this 3-on-3. What was initially looking good for Na'Vi. Now could be a Vitality round, but with 10 seconds, this bomb's going to go down.
Dear.
And it's not in a position to get denied by Flamey, but that nade could deal with Shox. It brings him down and finishes off the job. ZywOo left in the 1v3 doing the damage, and now down to the 1v1. Perfecto, the only man left, but coming in late through ramp. And ZywOo is not ready for it. Going to grab the AWP and the kit. He'll get this defuse off, and Na'Vi going to take the lead now.
It's very clear that Na'Vi done a lot of work in their CT setup on this map. Everything looks different right now. Not everything, but at least their B rotations. Na'Vi are very common to have, you know, someone like Boomich in the secret, just holding on, playing that close secret position, dropping smokes, and taking fights. Well, right now, all we're seeing from Na'Vi in terms of B play is, you know, when Vitality get control of the secret, they move Boomich or anyone rather down towards B, jump spotting that decomposition, and playing then when they get the info inside of the B bomb site. They never fight for secret control. They're giving secret control to Vitality because that tempts them into going for B. Off the back of that, Na'Vi rotate 3 players down towards the lower site, that being Simple, the orb that's typically in heaven or hell, Flamey, the ramp player, and they leave Electronic back towards Garage and Perfecto on that top site. So Na'Vi, they have 3 players on B, but they still have enough of a setup on that top site. The Vitality, if they rotate, if they go up vents, if they back out secret, there's going to be info for Na'Vi. They're going to be able to stop it. So I actually really like the way they're playing secret right now, rather than just, you know, trying to force fights inside a secret and slow down Vitality. They're saying, you want B? Come B, we're all here. And Vitality, they've fallen for it multiple times now. Na'Vi's shutting them down on the lower bomb site. Happy birthday to Shox as well. I think I did just catch that. So let's see if he can find results on his birthday today.
Yeah, it is his birthday today, Hugo.
It's not going to be, you know, an easy one though, Harry. He's going to have to work hard to get the results here. And, you know, Boomich, he's been a player, Harry. We've talked about a lot on the CT side of Boomich, especially in the R2R and Pro League. A lot of the times he just wouldn't really be playing safe. He would be, you know, committing to fights and dying in positions where he didn't need to die, often giving away advantages for Na'Vi. And I think that's one of the big problems. He's not doing that today. He's not doing that in the CT side, constantly backing up and feeding info for Na'Vi. But this round is a bit of a mess. Vitality are hitting B and hitting A at the exact same time. And that split them 2-2. Dropping the bomb on A is Boomich. He has a round that he can win, but they're coming up the vents, and he doesn't realize getting baited from the man at the back of the site, and the grenade should force the fight from ZywOo. He's actually not going to commit to it, taking his sweet time. Boomich moving away to deal with a secret player. He can wrap heaven off the back of this, but now both players are in A for Vitality.
Oh, Boomich gets it down to the 1v1 though. He's on 3 kills already. He's faked for the death cam this rotation back into heaven. Now going over here into main. Masuta still looking this way. Will shut him out of the round. It's 3 kills for the both of them here. Masuta able to win that one out in the 1v1. Yeah, I'm already liking what we're seeing from Boomich a lot more. I will say as well, I do think in the road to Rio in the CIS division, it felt like maybe Na'Vi came into it a little bit overconfident early on. I think that's why we saw everyone, you know, like taking every fight is how it looked like this Na'Vi squad were playing. And I think, you know, then you got like that classic case, you show up super confident, yeah, we can beat the CIS teams, we're the best in CIS. And then you get kind of wrecked, and everyone's sat there like knowing that this isn't what should be happening, and yet it is. So I do think like Na'Vi are one of these teams that fare better against the better teams. And well, Apex getting out very, very fast. Full white as well, and he deals with Perfecto. And this A site has just crumbled under the pressure of Team Vitality already.
No plant though, bombs left back in lobby. That will delay things, and if anything allows time for Na'Vi to set up. But the big question for me is, do they want to set up? Flamey's already fallen back, Simple's in the B bomb site, and Electronic is here in main. If he gets kills, he can set Na'Vi up, but right now kills aren't presenting themselves, and so he backs up above the garage and looks to save his rifle. Vitality up to 6 rounds on this T side. It's a very good T side so far. It's been odd. Like last round, I'm still kind of reeling over. Like Vitality, they run B, Boomich spots them, they take B, Na'Vi rotate B, and then Vitality push 2 out hut and take A. Like very, very odd T side. But I like this round, the faster approach towards A. You know, running into A with the MAC-10, fully flashed, getting a kill was Apex, and well, Vitality just steamrolled Na'Vi out of the round. That's the danger of not running, you know, triple A very early on. But if you're Na'Vi, you sometimes want to have lesser defense on that top site to allow your players to get into better positions, like, you know, pushing Simple from ramp to secret so he can watch outside. Well, that leaves your heaven position open, and Na'Vi suddenly have to, you know, deal with less players on the defense. So there are certainly problems, and right now, Vitality, they're full of solutions. 6-5 up on this T side. Na'Vi with another buy. Simple, I imagine, has the AWP dropped over. But, yeah, there it is.
Shox is laying down the pain over here towards outside. He's just trying to keep the attention of Na'Vi fixated here with these early smokes and mollies going down. Rest of Vitality now with Shox even joining them, set up over here towards ramp. Flamey in this position, and that nade does fantastic damage. However, Flamey isn't ready for them to be so deep, and they just kind of overwhelm him. This secures a path down into the B bomb site. And Vitality, I think even they're surprised at how quickly that kill's come their way. They've taken B. They've already kind of overrun this round. Perfecto giving up his position here in the hut as well.
Oh, no!
Shox. Oh, he's got more ammo. But actually, it's going to be Perfecto winning that one out. Shox does go down. However, it's a very, very small consolation prize for Na'Vi in this round. It is going to be the save, as another round goes in favor of Vitality with just Na'Vi locked out of it in the first 20 seconds of the round.
I'm not sure what happened there. Simple was in hell when Flamey was on ramp, and Flamey throws a grenade, and he's setting up for Simple. He's just baiting them in. He's not looking for fights. He wants to drop B, so he throws a nade. He fires some shots to draw their attention. He drops. Simple, I heard him scope. I saw him in hell, but then next second I look, he's mollied off. So either he unscoped on his shot, or he moved back a second early, maybe thinking they weren't going to hit ramp, and they hit an excellent timing. But about 3 seconds before they hit ramp, he was scoped up. So I don't know, something happened there. He moved away, he missed a shot, and Vitality just molly him out, and he has no impact into the round. He lets him down towards B and Vitality. I love this pack mentality they bring. That's something that they do a lot of Dust too. It's like, you know, they get a position and they just rush. They W their way towards that B bomb site as a 5-man unit or a 3-man unit, however many players it is. And Vitality, they just storm the B bomb site, and there's nothing Na'Vi can do about it. ZywOo's had more professional aces than Simple, 51-47 in over half the rounds. That's actually kind of crazy. That's really impressive. You have to remember as well, worth noting, ZywOo did farm MDL for some time with AAA. And I think, you know, I remember, but even before Vitality, like how much ZywOo would carry those games, like unbelievable. So I'm sure that holds some weight there. Either way, ZywOo, yeah, still not AWPing, but not really being a problem for Vitality. These rifle rounds are working excellently, and they're up by 2 now with Na'Vi on another investment. This buy will break them if they don't succeed. So Simple's AWP really needs to have significant impact in this round. Nice grenade onto Shox. It's going to fall off of the yard. Vitality go back in towards the lobby. Do they want another one of these top site hits with the utility? Apex is lining something up on the roof. Vitality, they might have this heaven smoke and main smoke down for a quick A play, but notice Na'Vi are stacked on this site. 4 players here and a 5th in the yard ready to assist. Simple, he's going to have to deal with this outside play. He's spotted and crossing, but he falls off the boxes. That's not what he wanted. As the smokes cross and cover his vision, there's nothing he can do about it. Vitality are moving through them, and Simple's got to run right back. They're chasing him down. They're moving towards main as well. Electronic cut off by the utility. Can't see a thing. Has to let Vitality take this control.
So they've taken Garage, they've got outside. Now, sometimes we see teams get this control and then just feel like they get stuck. So Vitality now that they've got Garage, they've got to move with a bit of purpose. And they're going to start to take position over here towards Hell. And Na'Vi have kind of helped them out in this one. They've left this side of the map completely open. And it doesn't even look like anyone's really looking over here towards Heaven. Flamey now is doubling back and starting to come this way, but with 20 seconds left, Vitality, they've got to go. They've got to get into this site. Apex is throwing the flash to get them into Heaven, and he just skirts by Flamey as well down in Hell. This stays sight, looking to be the object of desire, and they do get all the kills, but the bomb plant has got to come through, and it will. With a second to spare, Flamey's not able to deny it, and does get shut down by RPK. Vitality, they leave that one to the final possible second, and they still managed to pick the round up.
Yes, like with crucial entries once again, even though Perfecto puts up 2 with a Mac 10, which I don't know how he does, and somehow not enough. Going up the vents was Boomage, and not really timed with Flamey at all. That should have been, you know, something communicated by Na'Vi, something in tandem, but it was just separate one-on-one fights that allow RPK to isolate and take 3 in the round. So yeah, a bit of a messy rotation for Na'Vi. They've not had to deal with, you know, that kind of play for Vitality where they wrap the outside and take Heaven and split A. So the fact that we're 8-5 up for Vitality, and every round they're showing us something new, a new way to get around on the board, a new way to make Na'Vi uncomfortable. This is a really, really good T side from Vitality. And it's not even just like the fact of, oh, Na'Vi is sleeping or Na'Vi aren't playing well. Like, no, I think you got to give credit to Vitality. They've had a lot of really, really good ideas. Their individuals are showing up. They're avoiding Simple. Think about the amount of rounds he's had to save this AWP and not had any say into the matter. So credit where credit is due. Vitality look very, very good on their map pick. But Na'Vi, they've put a bit of money in this one. They want to put a stop to it here and now. And Electronic is back in the secret, back where he belongs.
Vitality, they pretty much grinded to a hole. They don't really want to feed Simple anymore, so they have slowed this round right down. Electronic going to get double naded down here in secret, and that might be him pretty much locked out, but Boomich moving yet another man from the tally. Mestusa falls shortly thereafter, and then is this going to be a flawless partial buy from Na'Vi?
Nah, 1 on 5.
ZywOo, let's see, man. There's a reason we hype this guy up. There's a reason we get excited when we see ZywOo in the server. And he's hoping to show us why. Now, usually this man likes the big green, and he's got the Fire Serpent. So in a way, he's got the little green in this round. I drop down into this B site. Sneaky little ZywOo, 10 seconds, and Na'Vi might think he's saving, but ZywOo never saves. Bomb now planted, and a 1v5 to find for ZywOo. Let's really take this in. Let's see how he tries to approach this one. So he's left the doors open, giving himself a bit of an escape route. There are players massing around him. Look at that minimap, right? This is terrifying if you're ZywOo. They are coming from seemingly everywhere. Bulk of the players from Decon, and just gets quad peeked from all the angles at once. Na'Vi, they deal with that very, very well, right? If you give ZywOo any room to maneuver, he will use it all and then some against you. And so they come in with the quad peek. Not even ZywOo can deal with that one. Not even Simple can deal with that one.
Yeah, that was really well played from Na'Vi, and ZywOo rather only had 5 bullets left after that first kill. So yeah, Na'Vi, they give away 1 frag, but with that they take the round, and that was a round that Na'Vi shouldn't be winning. Not only one that they kept about $2,000 a player on, but they only had pistols, Harry. There was that AWP on Simple. It didn't really do anything. It was just down to the CZs, the Deegs on Flamey, and Na'Vi find a sick out of nowhere. Vitality just get defaulted by these individuals, and that's why we know the names on Na'Vi, right? Some of the shots these guys can hit. Look at Shox, though. Yeah, he's not going to last long in this round. It's a fast A play. He wanted to try and split from the main side. Electronic shuts it down, and Perfecto on A is always a good anchor. He's here with 2 and a third. Perfecto, perfect hold. Na'Vi find 8, and it's looking, Vitality find 8. Na'Vi 7 at the end of the half. A decent defense, but Vitality's T side looks pretty sick. We'll see if Na'Vi can replicate it, or if it's going to be a Vitality map here in just a moment. Join us after the break.
Me slipping today, but in the first place, well, I never wanted to say. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind. Let me take you alone. There's gonna be a space and time. In the worst way, you got me tripping today. And by the first taste, I should have never gone on to say. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind. Let me take you alone. There's gotta be a space and time. Let me get you alone. I've got a little place in mind.
storming start for Team Vitality here in the T side of Nuke. They're up by 1, 8-7. Na'Vi have a bit of a defense, but right now, judging by how Nuke often plays, Vitality in a very good position. Na'Vi are going to need to really step things up in this second half, and heading into a fast pistol T side, they're going right out the door.
Yes, indeed. Masuda
that smoke.
offer up the first kill. And yeah, this is a matchmaking smoke if I've ever seen one.
Also a matchmaking buy. Look at Simple.
Yeah, he's on the raid boss.
Big fan.
Let's see what he can do. I like that they've entrusted him with it. Oh, well. Oh, it's not going to happen for Simple. It might not even happen for Na'Vi. Perfecto. He was wrapping into ramp, but he's coming in on this retake. They tapped the bomb, and that made him make noise. And they're now holding for this heaven wrap. He gets shut down. It's 2 for RPK, 2 for ZywOo, and this pistol round locked in for Vitality.
Uh-oh, ZywOo's got a tech carry. That is not good news for Na'Vi. Yeah, ZywOo, look at these shots, man. Just tap, tap, delete. Simple Electronic, arguably the best duo in Counter-Strike right now, or at least off of recent history. So
I'm imagining we don't see... Oh, no, okay. ZywOo has just gone for an M4. I was kind of curious.
What, if you just run that gun?
Yeah, just run
it's just
Tech
too
9
inconsistent,
only.
sadly. And if Na'Vi forced and like put a decent buy here because they got a bomb plant with like a couple of AKs, it would actually be a bit of a mistake. So
if Chris J plays Deagle only, ZywOo can Tech 9 only.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Deagle is far better against rifles than the Tech 9 ever will be. Like, obviously, you know, in a matchmaking game, you get a Tech 9 in the pistol round, go ahead. I would do the exact same thing. But against Na'Vi and the best player in Counter-Strike, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably buy a rifle too. So, ZywOo, playing things safe, Harry. Playing things as they should be played here for Vitality. And dealing with the eco of Na'Vi, right? It's not a force, it's only Deegs. And they're getting made quick work of. 1 kill at the ramp room for Boomich. He actually won't push it. He could have had a gun. He could have had an M4. Instead, he's waiting for lobby flanks. And he also might get that as well. Mazuta's pushed inside of the door. Not playing too aggressively, though. Just waiting. And Boomich will gift him the gift of, well, $600 from the UMP. 10 rounds for Vitality. And now Na'Vi need to win their first rifle round, or things could get very hairy very fast. Worth noting, someone took a Glil for Simple there, so he could buy an so he could get dropped an AK and buy utility. So at least Simple has got the gun of his choice. Ooh.
So Apex went aggressive there, but ZywOo was also with him, and Apex now falling on back, gonna try and bait and switch with ZywOo behind red. It's a pretty terrifying little setup to run into here at Na'Vi, and the flashes go over. ZywOo forces that engagement and does win it out. Now there's a second man on top of Silo. Boomich is gonna nade ZywOo out of the round, so he does get that trade. Shox in the meantime, he's getting pressured in a pretty big way here at ramp. Both Simple and Perfecto out in this position, and Shox has just hit him right now. But you can see Simple doesn't really look like he's fallen for this one. Oh, Shox looking the wrong way, and Simple just one step ahead. Now, while this has gone down, Flamey has dealt with one, but does get traded. And while this has happened, the bomb is still back in lobby, or over towards T-spawn, just outside of lobby. RPK was pushed in and was near that bomb, but never uncovers it, never uncovers the truth that lies outside. And so now he's looking for fights that just aren't going to present themselves to him. They've gone back to get this bomb. 20 seconds, though, for Na'Vi. They've got to go get it planted. And this means re-clearing one of these sites. They don't have time to hit B with that ramp control they've had, so they've got to go out upper. And RPK isn't there, so they will get this bomb planted. They should find the round. Unless RPK can have any say in the matter.
Yeah, you know they're ready for heaven, though. That's a pretty standard rotate position. Simple's ducking, and Perfecto is covering. So Na'Vi, no issue in the post plant. They deal with a 3-on-1. And yeah, I feel like, you know, obviously hindsight is there, but if you ever get lobby control as a CT, and you know the T's are split, you know the T's have a lot of map control, it's always worth clearing the lobby and looking for that bomb, because it so commonly just gets left outside that ladder position, outside T roof. So yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the only way RPK could have won the round, if you found the bomb there and defended it. Na'Vi are not going to let that happen, and they actually break the money of Vitality early on. Boomich misses the jump up silo, so he's going to be late to the party. Zoe has a glass orb, and Shox with an SMG finding a first on ramp. That's Perfecta going down. Bit of aggression there from Shox, pushing through the smoke. Vitality a man up in another crucial round that has the economy really under wraps. There's that main smoke. Flamey just needs to worry about someone hiding inside of main, but that's not a factor right now. Mazuta's close towards a hut. He's going to climb up above and look for this door fight. If and when Na'Vi commit, there it is. Mazuta gets one. Now Na'Vi, what else can they do? They may as well double down into this door. Mazuta's just waiting. He's not giving them a thing, and he's dropping them one by one. Mazuta swings out wide, eventually punished. Electronic is low, though, and Simple needs to kill everybody. He started off well. He's followed up as well. Simple 180, but he's not ready for Shox pushing into the lobby. It's going to be Electronic. Wall banging, unsuccessful. Has the bomb at his feet. Zywoo can't spam that smoke with the AWP, but the pistol could. Electronic is a bullet away from death, and he's going to walk to it.
Oh dear, Zywoo gets that kill delivered to him on a platter, and Team Vitality answer back nice and quickly here with an 11th round. Now with only one getting picked up for Na'Vi, and with 3 players staying alive there, the money now gets called into question here on the back of losing this round. Might just have to be a partial investment on the guys that have a bit of extra money. Tactical pause called on in for Na'Vi. We're actually going to force buy around this one, Hugo. Now, Simple is enough for a glass cannon, but he does just take the AK and armor, and I like that.
Yeah. On T side, glass cannon, man, that's such a gamble. That's such a risk.
Well,
Well-placed
because as well, right?
round.
The rest of the gang aren't really going to have much outside of that extra AK and Galil, and I think like unarmored orb with an AK and Galil next to it, yeah, I don't know.
Na'Vi are playing fast for this part.
Yeah, they want to try. They want to try and keep the pace high. They want to try and keep the good times rolling. And while Simple, he's a big fan of a good time. However, he's gotten a little too hot and heavy out through the door. Brought down low by the volley, and the second time around, Zywoo's Molotov is going to burn him out. So Flamey, now alone, in the blink of an eye, he's lost all of his team. This looked like a great start to the round from Na'Vi, and it's quickly turned sour. Now, Flamey does get out towards ramp and is gifted a rotation down into this B site, so a bomb plant at the bare minimum here for Na'Vi. Is he going to be able to get much more off than this, though? Flamey, a lot to do. 36 points of health to get it done with, and a Galil in hand. This is not the prettiest picture you've ever painted in a round. He tapped the bomb to try and bait the peak. Now, Flamey hasn't given anything up yet, but he didn't spot little sneaky Shox up on the ramp. And so that's going to be 12 on the board for Team Vitality. With that decision to force, Na'Vi, they've set themselves up for a bit of disaster.
Oh my god, Zywoo, the BM, man. Leave him alone. Just defuse the bomb here. There we go. RBK taps it twice. Zywoo taps it twice. Woo! Leaving it down to the wire. Obviously, I imagine Vitality were using that time to scavenge for utility, for guns, for kits, but still, you know, that certainly, you know, isn't going to be something that Na'Vi are happy to hear. RPK, great spray control with the SMG, right? Like, at a fairly decent range from the back of the site into the hut. He converts 30 bullets into 2 kills. So RPK really holding down that A rush. And Na'Vi, they can't rush A again. Surely not. They can't go for another fast round out into this bomb site. They have a Simple and an AK, otherwise an eco for Na'Vi. And they need to get something done here, because right now, running out of rounds, running out of opportunities on this T side. They've had 1 round in this entire half. That was the 3rd, and instantly reset by Vitality, and then add another to it. Zywoo's even on the AWP as well, looking ready and raring to go. Shox on the ramp side, he's alone. Zywoo's outside, and here comes the push on the ramp. Shox is going to have to fall back, but Zywoo can assist from hell side. He can try and drop down if he wants, or he can just play rotate towards B. Apex ridding outside of the 1 man there, and now Na'Vi, they have the ramp room, but they're not exactly keen on rushing the lower bomb site.
Yeah, and that's largely because they know they forced Shox down towards B, and they just got the info when they lost Electronic that Apex was rotating down as well. So they try and briefly send Flamey back into the A site. doesn't go well for him. Shox is going to hold down the lower bomb site pretty much single-handedly. Apex not able to help him out there. Shox will just answer the call and lock in the round for the Vitality crew.
It's just individuals looking excellent for Vitality, and Navi are feeling pretty lost on this T side. Like, it certainly doesn't help that Navi really haven't had like proper rifle rounds. They haven't had, you know, simple AWPing, surrounded by 4 AKs in the default. But, you know, you got to make do with what you got. And right now, you've not got a lot. 13-8 for Vitality, and Navi, this is it. This is their best buy yet. They need to make something happen with it. Smoke down on the molly on ramp. Shox keeps them out of location. Navi hold onto the lobby. I'd like to see them go back to a late outside play. Navi gets some control towards Garage, try and take a secret. But look who's there. Look who's waiting, Harry. It's ZywOo on the AWP.
Oh, and that Molotov isn't enough to deter ZywOo. He is getting tagged in it a bit. Fall back while all this has gone on. Apex goes up on top of the blue boxes, and ZywOo now emerging to help out. Even though Flamey does find a kill and gets down through the vents. All right, no, okay, with this position, he can do something. Getting the frag wasn't enough on its own, but securing this forward position right in the front line on Vitality could give some results over. But bear this in mind. Boomich has the bomb back on T-Roof, and Apex has pushed the lobby. They've gone by one another. Apex could end this whole round right here, right now, if he uncovered that the bomb was here, but instead it's misinformation for Team Vitality. And so while Flamey is selling this fake, they haven't seen anything back in lobby. Electronics just got a kill over on A. Boomich comes rotating now down through the ladder from T-Roof after not realizing.
They're just roaming, man. Vitality, they're just walking around the map, Harry, just holding shift and killing Navi in every location. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Harry just went on a great rant right there.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even touch the button. I don't understand this one.
Harry, you love just being muted, talking into the void right now. While Navi, they're shooting, they're shouting into the void. No kills coming their way. It's a lobby push from Vitality, dropping the bomb right as Navi set up for the execute. And they can't even conduct their own plans. They're just getting the wool. Well, I've messed that saying up, but either way, we'll move past it. 2-on-3. Who knows what's going on at this point, Harry? I certainly don't. Navi certainly don't. They're down by so many rounds, and without the control of the bomb, Vitality just holding on. Navi, they've got the lower site, they've got main. They're going to group up towards the top site right now, but Vitality, they're just waiting. They know that Navi can't afford to waste too much time going back for this bomb, because 30 seconds on the clock, even if they get it and they try and go, hey, look at Apex, he's coming in for the backline, he's here for the win, he's here for the backstab. This man is everywhere, he's in your dreams, he's in your nightmares. And Apex, he finds 15 for Vitality, leading by example. He has looked great, Harry. You know, you can't argue that. ZywOo at 19 kills, Mizutu's topping the charts as well right now for Vitality. This is the Vitality that we've wanted to see for some time, and they are making Navi look like juniors. Another pause for Navi, but look at the money, and what are the chances they're going to be able to find their second T-sided round here up against map point. Boomich spends more time flash than any player. That's kind of crazy. In the top 50 in 6 months. Like, wow. Okay. If Boomich reads that stat, because I'm sure he doesn't know that. He probably has no idea. He reads that stat, he's like, damn, I should probably fix that.
Yeah, you know, it does feel like Boomich, especially recently, has found himself a lot as like the first line of defense, especially on like CT side. So I guess like maybe it makes sense. Like we were commenting how like it felt like Boomich a lot recently was taking a lot of early fights,
Yeah,
and never really winning them. And it feels like, you know, we've seen Boomich fall back into this more passive style, which I'm a big fan of.
uh-oh, there's a massive gap there. Like, that is significantly bigger than a normal gap in this position. So ZywOo, he's guaranteed this kill. Oh, no!
Oh, the timing on that. Apex, though, coming on in, will mop up Electronic. He gets the info that there's no one else here outside for NAVI. So now they know, and Vitality, more than aware of what's going on in this round. Masuta's taken down another. NAVI trying to keep the dream alive, trying to keep this map going, because this second half has been so one-sided. And Vitality are just looking for the decisive victory. Now, Shox, he's being what we call a gremlin. He's hidden here at the box. He's given up ramp. However, this was meant to work a little better than it has. They've taken hell, and Shox has realized he's caught this timing too late. So now they come back, and they do deal with him. Boomich getting that kill. Apex will come in and trade. Looking for the follow-up. Apex finally getting dealt with himself. Perfecto and Simple left up in this 2-on-3. Simple being down one, but quickly traded by Masuta. It's all on to Perfecto to keep NAVI in Nuke.
Masuta, man, he's had an excellent game. He's been a great anchor on this A-bomb site, and he's going to be here to close it out. Him and RPK finding that last man and